G'day viewers, this is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel. Here's the latest update on my 32 line mechanical MBTV televisor. Okay, yeah, I've made a bit of progress since the last video. I've put the cabinet together, so it's pretty much together in its basic form. So instead of making the front and back panels open doors, I decided to just make it screw on, screw off. The front panel is pretty much loose at the moment because I'm going to show you what's inside. So yeah, I've put the decided to place a plank about here above the bottom, and I've got the Nipkow disc connected. So I've mounted the motor on the inside. So here, this is pretty much where it's going to be positioned. Fair bit of room, so the cabinet is a bit overkill, but it'll give you enough room to mount the opto fork on the side here. Mount the backlight's just going to go behind anyways. It gives me ample room to place the circuits and the essential parts. I'm sort of debating on how I'm going to mount the magnifying glass. I dare say I'm going to probably mount it onto the front panel rather than have it mounted inside the cabinets. But I could go the other way, depends. But it looks like it's going to be mounted to the front panel rather. Anyway, so there's a disc on there. Well, I only had it on there loosely, so I can take it off and show the motor mount. So I decided to mount it on a couple of blocks of wood, have it about yay high above the main plank of wood. That way I can easily fit the opto fork and fit the modulated light matrix. Righty, yeah. Now, I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. It's not 100% perfect. The bottom's a little bit rickety, so I need to put some feet underneath to counteract for that. Yeah, it's like my work is not exactly precision, but I try and get as close as possible. The front panel's doesn't exactly perfectly line up with the tops and bottoms. It's a little bit off, so I had to accept that. Alright, well, that's pretty much about it. So I'm happy it took a bit of precision work to try and get this motor mounted to the bracket. I had to really sort of watch it with drilling the holes, the tiny holes there. I think they're about 2 millimeters or 1.5 millimeters in width. So yeah, doing this bracket was a bit hair raising because it's easy for the drill to veer off and for the drill bits to break, because this is really tough steel to drill into. Alright, well that's about it. So yeah, now that I've got the basic setup here, next is to work out where I'm going to put the circuits and of course complete the circuits. I've done 2 of the 3 circuit boards there, so I've got to work out where they're going. I'm going to try and probably just mount the motor circuit as close to the motor as possible, the LED matrix as close as possible to where the LED matrix is going to be. And yeah, the pots are going to come out at the side here vertically. So when I do make adjustments, I'm looking through the magnifying glass to the Nipkow disc picture from roughly somewhere about there, and I'm just going to be turning the knobs until I get the picture I want. So it's pretty convenient to have them at the right side and going vertically. So that's what I'm going to do. Got to make the wires as short as possible so there's less noise induced. I'm going to try and make this set as noise-free as possible, taking the advice from Richard Deal of Lab Guys World and Steve Anderson or in the MBTV forums. So I'm going to incorporate both their tips and try and make this set as good working as possible. Alright, anyway, that's it. Stay tuned for my next update on my mechanical televisor. This is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.